From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down. Nugent. And incomplete to open things up. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Nugent, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Giants had 14-2 heading into this final week. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, There's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Nugent. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Maxwell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Maxwell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And again, it's Mahomes. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, it's Townsend. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, dribble it.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Maxwell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the Giants' 9-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Let's go now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Nugent. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Nugent. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Maxwell. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone points up on the board.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a give, right side. Townsend. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Nugent firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a
call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
To throw on third down, Nugent. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run the toss to Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Townsend. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on first down. It's Townsend. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
Back to throw. Nugent eluding the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They run the counter. Townsend. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Townsend. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nugent. Over the middle, complete. That's Townsend. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Nugent. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And hold on here, focus on that last run. It looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nugent. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Townsend. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run again. And he will have the 1st down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And they take a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them, because that might very well be all the points they need.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0.